Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Here you can see with me 2004 Toyota RAV4 two-wheel drive. She has relatively low miles, 154,000 miles. New customer who requested thorough inspection to see what's up with the vehicle. The customer said, please thorough inspection, and I think the CV axle is making some noise. When he came in front of the shop and I did very brief walk around with him around the vehicle, and it's a young gentleman, and he said, yeah, she has the problems, but I would like to keep her alive. I said, yeah, sure, I will do it for you. We will see what we can do for this vehicle. When I start her up, every single warning light is on. Tire pressure monitor system, check engine light, VSC, track, everything is lit. Some of it is covered with the sticker, so he doesn't have to look at it. The moment the vehicle started moving, an entire test drive, screeching, squeaking, metallic, knocking, thumping, any sound you can create for the automotive diagnostics and so on is definitely there. It's bad. Well, I scanned the computer. There was only one code for one of the cam sensor is way too retarded, it says, that's all. So engine was running so, it was not bad, but look at these problems. Completely bent out of the place, AC lines held together with zip tie, and they have some tin foil here, improvement. I tested battery, it's bad of course. Look at this exposed large fuses area. Maybe you can see it from here. This is ripped open. Of course, power steering fluid is completely black. The serpentine belt has some crazy residue on it. It's just the first impression, okay? I'm not even knowing what's up. There is oil puking out of there. You can see it, hopefully. There are wires which were already tapped in and redone, hanging right here. Zip ties hanging everywhere. Aftermarket hose for cooling the throttle body down there. Guys, this is hardcore, right? This is all aftermarket. This is not from Toyota. That was just Ace Hardware T for a plumbing somebody brought and used for this. So definitely this is not good. How much black the brake fluid can end up being, right? This was maybe never touched. Brake fluid, possible seepage on that brake booster. This paint damage is from actually seeping brake fluid. You can clearly see it. It's down there. I don't normally see cars like this. This is absolute disaster in my opinion, and nobody should ever buy a car like this. Hopefully, maybe he got it from the family member, or who knows what's the deal, but I hope he didn't pay any money for this vehicle. And I can see our young owner is trying. He put a brand new engine air filter. But guys, it's getting better and better. Look at the rodent damage on every single coil electrical connector. So this is number 4 cylinder. Now let's go on this one. This is getting better, how it's being chewed off. This one is even worse. And check out the wires at the number 1 cylinder. If this is not proof that Toyota can take anything and keep running, I don't know what. Look at the blue wire. It's basically eaten I don't know, 75% of the wire it's eaten away. It hangs on few remaining wires in the blue insulation, and it still runs and doesn't have a code for misfire on the number 1 cylinder. That's a miracle right here. All the coils are new, so hopefully they are not new because there was a number 1 cylinder misfire and somebody just tried to fix it this way. Just to continue, I look at the coolant. It's low and it's incorrect. It's basically yellow instead of the red or pink. If you look in the headlight right here, you see that's a part of plastic which sits in front of the bulb, and it needs to make the light bounce a certain way. It's just sitting inside of the headlight. Everything is bad on this, I guess. Peter, don't be so harsh on this car. The automatic transmission fluid is actually nice and clean and clear. Surprisingly, no wheel bearing plate or steering plate on either front wheels. Good. Of course, the brake job was homemade. The pads are brand new and it's all damaged, grooved brake rotor. Finally getting under, so the struts are not leaked out. That's good. I think this CV axle, as the owner is concerned, he will be correct. Look at the sway bar end links, how both sides, these little ball joints, it's ripped. That will be one of the sources of the noise for sure. On contrary, no coolant leaks from the water pump. Wonderful. So what is making the knocking? Sway bar end links. It's not a bushing, but the end links. What's about that CV axle the owner was bringing up to me? Oh yeah. See? He knew. That shot too. The engine oil, it's nice and clean. Somebody replaced also the filter, but of course the level it's too high. It's overfilled like almost 1 inch on the dipstick. Passenger CV axle may not have a ripped boot, but there is excessive play too. This is way too much what I feel when I test it. When I carefully, respectfully test the lower control arm bushings, this is what you get. It was making a lot of noise just a seconds ago. Yeah. These are also getting bad. Unknown source of the fluid leakage at this moment. On contrary, steering rack is not leaking and it's fine. The tunnel is empty because it's a two-wheel drive vehicle. Here the rear coil springs are fine. I will need to check the sway bar end links. These shocks, rear shocks are looking okay, except on the bottom the bushings are rotten. But I don't think I heard any noises from here. The brakes, look again, the brake pads, they are not even dirty, so they're probably brand new again. Yet we can see the rotor has a lip, so it was homemade brake job. It's incorrect. The parts may be new, but they left the old rotor. What's about this one? This one is brand new. Can you believe it? So this is brand new rotor. You can see it right there, right? Yet they left the other one on. You see the rest? That's the old one. And here you have brand new one. When is the last time you saw this? This is, guys, wonderland for us, for mechanics. I don't see this very often. On the other hand, how this engine keeps running, huh? There's no really carbon buildup in the exhaust. The exhaust system doesn't have any leaks. So, despite the fact eaten wiring harness by the rats, and you will think the engine cannot run, it runs actually very good. We can see that. Very interesting today what you think about this. And this all what you just saw, it's very unusual for RAV4, 2000 RAV4 with only 150,000 miles. I don't know why she had such a hard life, why a lot of stuff it's damaged, worn, and not fixed correctly. We can only guess. And it's so bad that I knew I better film it for you. I hope you enjoy this. Isn't this crazy? Just right here. One rotor new and one old and grooved with a lip. So just to quickly give you idea what it could cost. And we are not even discussing the fact that the AC lines are completely bent on the side, the shredder valves are missing, and therefore the AC system is empty and it doesn't work, and it should be replaced too. We are not even talking about that. This vehicle is here in Northern California. The weather is cool here, so people don't need a AC really in general. So without the AC repairs, from all the stuff I saw today, roughly you have $3,000 in repairs to fix the most important stuff, which is basically driving hazard. If you have a CV axles which are rattling like crazy, you don't want to be driving with it, with a two-wheel drive vehicle. The lower control arms, sway bar end links. Brake fluid is black completely. The front brakes are done incorrectly. Rear brakes are missing one rotor. Yet you cannot just go right now and buy the new rotor because the pads already got the shape of that bad rotor. So again, you need to replace the pads. It's just a joke. Whoever worked on it, it's one big joke. And you are easily in repairs over $3,000 on the car, which is still not having even correct rims on it and so on. So that's why if you buy a car, what you have to do pre-purchase what? Inspection, inspection, inspection. You will think, hey, RAV4, hey honey, RAV4 with 150,000 miles on the odometer, let's go and get it. Well, not this one, obviously not. Run away. When you see this posting and you come, you show up and you see all of this, run away because you don't want to end up with this basket case. I hope you enjoy this video, you find it helpful. If you do, give it a thumb up, be subscribed, and have notifications, because it's becoming clear that what YouTube does, that algorithm, the videos are not reaching you. And that we will discuss in different video, hopefully this week. I'm tired of this, what's happening with this channel. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.